is 13 minutes after 9. This beautiful, thank God it's Friday. The weather is cloudy. Let me just tell you right now. So if you are on the road right now listening to us, you might want to get to a safe location, or if you're in the car, that's fine. But it's cloudy already and it looks like it's going to rain today. Might be heavy, or it might be in the normal fashion of how it's been cloudy, just normal shakara, nothing, all talk, all bark and no bite. But let's see, because I've been looking for rain since last year because the weather is outrageously hot. It has been hot in the last 6 months. I need a bit of calm, please. I need a bit of calm. Okay, this is Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. And this is HerLens this morning, where we tackle different issues, different stories from different perspectives with the ladies of HerLens from different geopolitical zones. Yesterday we had Rose. How do I say this in a way that yesterday was Rose's last day with us, and myself and Fee had taken over her show at about 9:30, and it was so beautiful to hear the heartwarming comments about Rose from listeners, callers, and even from the ladies of HerLens. I know that the ladies of HerLens are going to miss Rose inexplicably, and I'm not even trying to fill any position at all. They are going to. I'm going to miss her, but then I have her in my corner. She's in my corner as well, all day, every day. So this is just, I think this is not farewell. This is just goodbye for now. That's what it is. And like our chairman said yesterday, I've already told her if we need to drag you to come and do something, you come and do it, because she's still a member of Women Radio family. Okay, enough of that. I didn't mean to start this on a sad note for those who weren't part of the conversation yesterday. Let's welcome our ladies. Hello, Buki. Hello, Suzanne, and hello, Ibinaba. Good morning to you. Who wants to start? Buki, good morning.
Good morning, Jay. Good morning.
It's rain. I won't say rain, go away, rain. Keep raining. So that we can have food.
Yes.
I was trying to adjust the window because the effect of the rain music. The rain music. Don't let us say it's a noise, it's a soothing one, so it will not affect our production, and that's why this thing is not on, my video is not on, so that I can conserve the bandwidth. So good morning. Yes, yesterday was beautiful. I am so happy that I did not miss it. I almost did. I almost did. I was chatting with people about, there's something that we talk behind the scene. Well, thank God I was there, to enjoy the moment, to get to know Rose from another perspective.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, really nice. And I love the fact that I said she's not your ambassador, which you said just now. So good morning, everybody. Morning, Ibinabo. Morning, Susan. Susan, why now? Make me see your face now.
I can see Susan's face.
She don't close the thing. Open them. Hey, I don't see her. Make I give you the baton. Oh yeah. Continue from where I stopped.
Please, Buki, why is Buki so hyper today? That's my whole question. She's so excited this morning. I'm trying to understand.
Friday. Today is Friday. I beg. I know tomorrow I am going to school, but today I beg.
All right. Suzanne, hi. Good morning.
Good morning, Fumi. Good morning, Buki. Good morning, Ibinabo. HerLens family. Yes, we will surely miss Rose. Her energy, no matter what happens, there's this calmness around Rose. I don't know how she does it, but again, we move.
We move on. We do.
That's what they do us.
Hey, the rain. God will help us today. God will actually help us today. Ibinaba, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Olufumi Jay. Good morning, Lady Susan, Lady Buki. Good morning to all the wonderful ladies and gentlemen out there. Good morning, good morning. Yes, yesterday I wasn't around and I
We
missed
missed
a lot, but
you.
I'm consoling myself. I went for a training and it was an important training.
Okay.
It was for some days, but I had a morning session yesterday and day before, so I missed um the see you soon and the goodbyes and whatever, all of the love showered on the road. Anyways, I showered my own prior, so yes, we would have done a collective one, but it's fine, it's fine. You ladies did very well. On the platform, I saw when the ginger still the hot, I said, now, wow. And then even cry, say, oh my God, what did I miss when the platform is hot like this? But it's fine. It's
It was an
fine,
emotional, it was an emotional time. It was very emotional. But I mean, like I said, it just shows the kind of person that Rose is. There's some people that when they're somewhere, when they're about to leave, oh, okay, oh, she's leaving, and there's no big anything. But Rose is an amazing person. She's kind to a fault, very humble, right? Very, very, I don't even like, she's lovable, she's just understanding, she's everything, a great leader, if I must say. So yeah, we are going to miss her, but she's still part of us. And I've said that we'll go on our paint and sip. I don't know how Susan will do. She will not. Susan, when are you coming to Lagos? So maybe we should just wait for when you're coming to Lagos, because you cannot not be there. So we shall see.
I'm coming to tentatively, I'm coming to Oyo next month, because
Okay.
there's a boot camp for persons with disabilities,
Yeah.
young people. So I'm supposed to come and speak to them, hopefully, because flight money no be money where I fit just
They should
cough
pay
out
for the flights now.
easily. Now,
They
if
should pay
not,
for the flights now. They
yeah,
should pay for the flights.
yeah, the people inviting me, if not for that, I will run and go to see my parents. But because they are going to pay, that's why I'm putting it in that line.
Right.
Mike.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. The first story this morning that I saw, I was just like, today I was just laughing when I was seeing the stories. The bitter truth, this is from Mercy Johnson, the actress. She says the bitter truth about helping people is that the people you sacrifice everything for will tell you they never forced you to do anything for them. When I saw this, I was like, do you do things for people because you're expecting something in return? That's a bit this thing. But I also understand that sometimes when you do something for people, you expect some form of appreciation, some form of acknowledgement that, oh, thank you, this movie that has been going on, Monica, I'm never going to see that movie. Let me just put it out there. Her talks about the firstborn and her doing stuff for her family. And we see this time and time again. You have uncles who do things for nephews and nieces. You have your parents, maybe, who have done things for people that when you were younger, there were always people in your house. Until today, those people now, let's say, just forget your parents. I'm sure every single person has those kinds of stories. But do we do things because we want them to say thank you, or do we want acknowledgement? Because but I never asked you to do it now. What is in our minds when we go ahead to do things for people? I've seen that Susan has turned on her video because she wants to go first. Susan, go ahead.
Let me talk my talk before the lawyer and the pastor missus will take over. I read that, and just like you, Fumi, my thoughts were like, are you doing things for people for validation? I've had a very long conversation this morning with one of my younger cousins who lives in the US. And Fumi, listening to you in the last 2 or 1 minute is like you were part of our conversation.
Wow.
We're talking about our family dynamics, uncles, aunts, who has ever come through? Who do we even call when it feels like, everywhere is tight and all of that? We were just going on, and I told him, I said, whoa, go and sleep, it's night. Let me start my day. HerLens will soon start. You see, the truth of the people and what I have learned in the number of years that God has kept me on this earth is, do whatever you want to do for people, not because of the accolades or maybe because you want them to become loyal to you. because trust me, if you are looking for that, it will not work. I did a video, sensitization and all of that a few days ago on my TikTok page. I also know that some people, and what I was discussing there was, some people do certain things because they want to control you. Let's be real. When people help you, when they support you, they expect that whether they do good or bad, you will always be in their corner. Before you say one thing, you when I do this one for, you when I do that one for, you when in as much as I am not supporting the fact that you will open your mouth to ask someone who sacrificed something to support you to say, did I force you? I think that is very rude. No matter the circumstance, no matter the circumstance, even if the person did me dirty, even if I need to say that, I don't think, especially when that person is older than me, I don't think I'll be able to say it in their presence. You know how we murmur as young children behind people, say, we know beside for some, which kind of thing be that? Those kind of, but we are evolving as a people. We want to do better than the previous generations. Let's not do things for people because we expect them to be loyal, because we expect to control them, because we expect them to be in our corner. Our thought processes, different things can just make them deviate. That is the truth. And so the fact that you did things, just do it because you are supporting the next human to either be better, to just improve on themselves and keep it moving. I don't expect that I do good and I want to hold you captive. I want to, always psychologically abuse you by reminding you, of the things that I keep doing, and I have seen it. And this happens. Yesterday I was on air and I was speaking about the different types of abuse that women with disabilities encounter. And, the wives of the traditional rulers in the FCT invited me because I advised them technically around disability issues. And so one of the things I amplified on Citizens Radio yesterday was just how people abuse us psychologically. I live alone. I take my bath. I do my things alone. But there are persons who cannot do that. And so I'm the one helping you do this. And, when you keep ringing it, that person out of frustration might say, did I force you?
Yeah.
Do you understand? I'm just bringing that to also bring another angle. Did I force you? Because even that person who lives with you, who you are also, you are paying bills for the person, you are supporting, you are feeding the person. So, I mean, why are you throwing it in my face when that's why I keep staying on my own? Because my sister, there's a thin line between being sane and going gaga, yes. But human beings will always be human beings. And at some point, they will throw it in your face. Now me train you. If not be me, you no go get this. If not be me, can we do some of these things and allow the Almighty take the glory, so that we do not do things and also seek the glory to ourselves instead of leaving it for the one who even provided for you to be able to help the next person. Let me stop here so that my mamas will take over.
I really, really like the angle that you said, because interestingly, this week I was talking to my mom about the same thing. And she was, typical fashion of, oh, I was the one that was there for this person when they were going through this, and then they forget me. And I always tell my mom, this all the time. I say, Mommy, all the things you've done for these people, I see it, we know it. However, this is not where your blessing is going to come from, because I'm always afraid of that thing that Susan mentioned, is me that did it for you. I said, that big car that you want to drive is not that person that's going to give you. It's your children that will buy it for you, or you will buy it by yourself, right? I tell her this all the time because human beings can be very, very funny. And sometimes you also still cannot help thinking that, but now me, like, you are now a big man. It's my house that you lived in, right? Till the point where you got this job that made you a big man. Yeah, you might complain and say, oh, things were not so rosy in the house, but we were trying to make do with what we had. You had the same opportunities, the same food my children were eating, that kind of thing. So it's very, very dicey. I agree. But yes, let's move over to Buki, because at the end of the day, it's God that rewards. So yeah, Buki, let's hear you from the pastoral point of view before we go to Ibinabo.
Susan, I hear you. I hear you. Fool me to you. I don't join them. Okay, so you have made me a pastor. No problem.
We've ordained you. Yes.
All right. I'll be Susan. I see that. I see that. Okay. Okay. Let me come from that perspective, because really, I want us to see the Bible as a manual for living that God has given us. Right. So what did he say, about that? It might not be so expressive as we are discussing it, but, you remember where it says, let's do everything as unto the Lord. I think that is in Colossians 3, 23 to 24, which means that whatever we do to people, we are actually doing it, to the Lord. And it is the Lord that rewards. So I think our perspective now is whatever I want to do, I am doing it unto the Lord. I am sowing that seed. Hold on. Let me just lower this thing. Yeah, sorry. I'm putting that seed forward. Seed as a seed. And who is the one who brings harvest from the seed? Is God. Is not human beings. And the Bible also makes us to know that it is the Lord who rewards. So God will see your effort and he rewards you. So are you still there?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Hi, Buki.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
okay. Yes. So, in wrapping up, sorry,
we cannot hear you any longer.
Or maybe it's the internet. I don't know, but I think you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Yes. So let me just wrap up. Okay. Now, however, as human beings, we are wired to be appreciated.
Yes.
We are wired to be appreciated. So it's natural that you have gone out of your way. Most times when we do good for people, it is always sacrifice on our part, because that money, that time, that resource, that's whatever you gave, it might not necessarily be cash. It could be time. You understand? Even traveling, to go and honor, to go and celebrate her or celebrate him. You could have used that time for something else, and money could have entered into your account. You understand? Even the call, so many things. So it's not just about money. When I say whatever you give, it is a sacrifice. You could have used it for something else entirely, but you decided to part with it. Naturally, you would expect that, particularly at your lowest point, that when they are there or when they're here, they are supposed to give back naturally, right? But what we are saying today is, let's have that mindset that either you appreciate me or you don't appreciate me, I have done this unto the Lord. Because it is God that gives you that heart to give. It's God that gives you that intuition. That some people, they might even see that you are suffering and they're looking at you and they're not doing anything. But it is God in us that is nudging us to say, you know what, give. Stay with this person, call this person, encourage this person. Even there are times that you might probably even have a material that you want to sew, and somebody says, oh, I'm even preparing for my wedding, in fact, I'm trusting God for a lace material. And God will say, that lace that you say you want to go and wear, I bet Alele, this is the list you must give this person. So it's a sacrifice, and then you will expect return back as human beings, right? But let us shift. Let's be higher. Let's come up higher. That whatever I do it unto the Lord. Now, to balance it, as human beings, God also expects us to say thank you, to appreciate people. If they have given you something and you are in a position to give something, please do it. You don't have to wait until that person says, after all, I did this for you, I did this for you. So what are you doing for me? You understand? So we should relate as God expects us to relate. It's a give and take system. There are times you are low. You need somebody to give you. There are times you are high. Look for somebody, to do that too. Particularly those that walk the ladder. They make you walk the ladder. Now you are at the top of the ladder. Now they are down. You understand? I mean, in socially, whatever it is. And you should look back. Who are the people that I stood on their shoulders? Who are the people that helped me get to this place? What can I do for them? It might not even be for them. Maybe it's their children or their grandchildren or something, just to show that I appreciate what you were doing for me. Right. So I think I'm able to say one or two things. God help us.
Thank you so much. Love the balance that you brought to it as well. Like the part of, it's God that rewards us. And that's my stance as well. Because if you start counting the people that you have helped, legitimately, not without anything, no malicious intent, no ulterior motive, you run out of paper. And when you see what the ones that came back, I mean, if you're a Christian, you know about the 10 lepers and the only one person, the 10 lepers that Jesus healed, only one came back to say thank you. And that's really what it is. One thing that I instill in my children is thank you. You don't just call your aunties and uncles and just say, oh, I want, ask them, check in on them, greet them, and then you can do before you now get to why you are calling, and then even after, continue the relationship, because that's my dad is big on relationships, and that's really important. But Ibinabo, let's hear you. Your gray hair, wealth of wisdom.
At a gray hair, at a black hair, a color. For me, when I'm doing good, I'm grateful that I've been given the opportunity to do that good, and it gives me lots of joy. But let me come from the angle of a real human being. See, we are all human. The difference is that some have not been able to put to check their expectations from others. But I must also tell us this. You see, your disposition to your helper speaks volume of your character. A long story. Your disposition, as far as I'm concerned, when somebody renders a help and you're like, so make I can't die. That is who you are. You're not a good person. Let us say what it is. You see, there is something we call moral rectitude. There is something we call moral turpitude. So where do you belong from these two angles? Because you cannot be a person with plenty of moral rectitude flowing from your head from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet and up again, and then you will be showing ingratitude. See, when people don't help, we are quick to call them out. Look at this person, and it's from, okay, imagine you seeing somebody languishing, running up and down on the streets of Lagos, trying to sell in traffic. It is against the law of the land. You have to know that this person is Dangote's nephew. I mean, we are quick to say, it's not good though. Eh? How could Dangote's nephew be running up and down hawking goods on the road?
Yeah.
This same Dangote now does the good and the person does not appreciate. Somebody will come and say, did he force you? We should, you see, for me, your reaction, your disposition to your helper is one of the yardsticks by which I'm going to measure your character. That is that. But in the same vein, I will tell you that I don't do good for you to come and start rolling on the floor to appreciate me. Because as a leader, even in this time and period, as a leader, I have realized that my nature is working for me very well. I just good, the one I can do, because I will not now cut part of me away because I want to do good. No.
Yeah.
Everything has to have a balance.
Yeah.
If I do you this good, I'll look around me. Who can I call to help you out on this matter? I will go that far. But I tell you that appreciation of a good water on the back of a dog. You did not roll water on the back of a dog. You did not roll come out. I don't want to come out. So for anyone to feel that did I send you? But if I didn't do it, you say I'm a bad person. If I didn't do it, you say and you have a neighbor like this. That Mrs. Nabodi, she's not a good person. And she'll come on air and be talking. People will judge. They will forget that they are the ones that will still stand by the person who will say, did I ask you to do it? So you see, for me, doing good for me is like, do good and throw it into the sea.
Yeah.
For me, doing good is like, kindness is his own reward. And when I do good, the person I look to is God. Thank God for giving me the grace. I've always been like this. When I'm able to do good, it's like, I've been able to solve a problem. It makes my day. I've been able to solve a problem. It makes my day. It gives me joy. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stand with you as an ingrate. I don't for people.
Okay.
I don't them, and I'm not going to hide it. Because if you're grateful, for me, if you're ungrateful, it doesn't stop me from helping others.
Kind. All right.
About Dixon. So stop being ungrateful and blocking ways for others.
Others.
Grateful, it encourages that person to want to do for others. But when you're ungrateful, for me, I move on. I do what I can. But kindness is his own reward, I know. But I'm going to say that when you're ungrateful, as far as if I know you to be an ungrateful person, already in my mind, I don't judge you, think you're not a good person.
All right. I want us to quickly touch the next story this morning. You're still tuned to Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. The phone lines are open 07000 917 917 or 0800, beg your pardon, 1235 917. Now, this second one, Mary Remy Njoko, actress as well, says everybody should carry their God-given cross. I laughed so hard when I saw this. She said, as she backs her stance on men who want 50-50 relationships with the Bible scripture, she said, when God was punishing human beings for sinning in the Garden of Eden, the curse unto women was she will suffer pain in childbearing. For man, he will bear food. He would labor to get food to feed himself and his wife. Now, there's one party, men, that wants to share their curse 50-50. Guys, let everybody stick to their own curse. Pastor Muki, do you want to start with this one? Because it's Bible that they started with us.
You know, people interpret Bible the way they know.
Absolutely.
The way they know. I mean, it's based on their the knowledge of God that they know. But the Bible is very simple. If you take it with a simple heart, yes, that was cursed. That was in the Old Testament. That was before Christ.
Yeah.
And now Christ has come. He has redeemed us. So all those curses, you're not holding, except if you want to go there and hold it. Oh. If you want to go there and hold it, nobody's disturbing you. Go there and hold it. But under the new dispensation, now that Christ has come, our sins have been forgiven. You understand? Our sins have been forgiven. However, what is the intention of marriage? Because we are coming to the marriage institution.
Yeah.
And I will always say that once you submit yourself as you want to be a wife, because now it's an issue of woman.
Yes.
In those days, I will always go back, and then let us also look at the context of the Jews. The model is the man being the head. When I say head, the leader who sets direction, who provides. You're the husband man. You love your wife. That was why you brought her to come and bear children. You understand? And continue your lineage. So it is expected that you provide for her, right? That is what makes you the head. You understand? And we're talking about love in context now. So with that, if you love somebody, you will not even think of how much you are spending on that person, because you are happy, to spend this on her. And that is the context of that. I'm going back before, yes, it's a man who does, who ensures that they have the house, they feed. Even if you come from our context, maybe they are hunters or they are farmers, they go to farm, and then the wife helps, supports, takes this to the farm and to the market, prepares food. Everybody has their role, you understand, in the house. But in today's context, you cannot say that would go. You understand? You cannot insist, right? Because we all know what it is. If somebody is earning 70K minimum and the wife is earning 70K, would you as a wife, would you now say, it is the husband that will do everything? You yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't love your children. However, is an understanding. Women should support their husbands, right? And men, when even the wife supports, appreciate. That's what for me, that's my own stand. But this 50-50 thing, course or whatever it is, I don't go for it. I like to stop here so others can contribute. I think take the Bible the way it is, very simple. It is only when you want to interpret your own into it, and then you now begin to look for gaps. If you love your wife, why won't you take care of your wife, for goodness sake, if you have the means? And as a lady, your husband is doing his best, but he doesn't really have so much to take care. You already have children. If you love your husband as well, because the Bible also tells us to love, so why won't you do that for the family? It is only when you begin to look for something that is not, you now start quoting scriptures anyhow.
Okay. Susan, I'm going to come to you. And my question to you is this. Just to take a little bit of what Buki said, she said, if you understand your role as a wife and a husband, they're meant to help each other. But sometimes the help is not, you can't measure the help to each other. So for a woman who's the primary caregiver of the children, for the woman who's taking care of the children and the house, is it commensurate when you compare the work that she's doing and the money that is coming? Like, she's doing this work heavily, and then she's also still contributing to the household. We've seen many men who don't really contribute to, they don't even know how to bathe their kids. They don't know what their kids' favorite meal is, those kind of things. So that's the angle I want you to come in from, which I think is what this actress might be wanting to address.
I think so too, because I just went back, to read through it, where what she was not, it was not particularly about the scriptures. She was just saying, everybody focus on your focus. That's how I will literally translate it. The thing is this: women do a lot of unpaid job, no cap. No matter what they contribute, the home front is still left in their care. Taking care of the children, fixing meals. Even me, when no get children, no get anybody, for me to think of something to eat is hard. for me. But this woman, you know, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, she just does all of this. She combines it effortlessly. It is not easy. And so, in as much as I will look at 50-50, no, I think it's basically the responsibility of a man. But I feel support, but I don't want to give 50-50 for me. I can't lie. Yes, me and you just talked about it now. We have already listed the unpaid duties this woman handles already. So she said she need that extra when I go come out inside the 50. It's for me. As I talk, say I'm like the hungry me, I go use and enjoy. If I need a spa date, my sister made them go massage my nails. If I need to take care of myself, let it come from there. Let's be honest. Women do a whole lot of things that we cannot even quantify. So there is no way you want us to do 50. I cannot. But I understand what she's saying. If I'm right, she's like, do your thing, I do my thing. So focus on your focus. I focus on my focus. Literally, that's the way I interpret it. But then again, even with that, I look at men who show a lot of love, empathy, care, compassion, and all of that to their wives. And I watched a video online, and the young man, he's just 26, and he lost his wife during childbirth for their third child.
He's 26.
So he has 2. Yes.
Wow.
They started a long time.
Wow.
They are not Nigerians.
All right.
Started a long time. So, you know, the moment she got pregnant for their third child, at some point she had blood clots. They were managing it, but when it was time, she just passed. And so I watched his vlog where he was taking care of the kids, and he's like, everything he's doing, he's reflecting on her smiles. He's reflecting on her face, making sure she's proud of him, feeding them, taking care. I mean, let's do more of that. It's a partnership.
It's a partnership.
We've come together to build a family. Don't make it, this one is a woman's duty, this is a woman's duty. You know, you belabor the woman with so much. Even when the woman needs help in the home, you're like, no, we're not bringing anybody. It's your duty. No. So I just think we need to do what we have to do. Let me allow man.
Okay.
Now, the critical analyzer.
Okay, please. We're running out of time, but in like 2 minutes, please, Ibinabo, go ahead.
Yeah, don't do that.
Our time is going now. I know you have so much to say, but let's go.
Anyways, you see, the ladies have said a lot. You see, when somebody says something, let's not look at, I won't look at it from our point of view. I'm looking at it from a general perspective.
Right.
And I'm sure that she took it to social media because a lot came from social media. See, a woman in the Bible, when they ate the forbidden fruit, God said, you snake, that's what it will be. You woman, you will labor before you give birth. You man, to take charge of your home, you will till the ground so that your hand will nearly cut. So now, we live in a world where the man cannot share the woman's burden, but the woman can share the man's burden. That is where for me, that's what I was trying to say. So how about 50-50? 50-50 cannot work. You know why? Because women cannot carry pregnancy for you. But the man should know, men don't understand the work of a woman, you know, when she gives birth to a child. This child is not going to be, it's not going to be my name. I am coming into your family. I remove my father's name and begin to bear your own father's name. I come into your family. I get a pregnancy, like this student said, a woman lost her life while giving birth. So many women have lost their life while giving birth. So it is it's not a funny journey. So I go through that journey to give babies, and then you will come and tell me what. That is why we tell ladies, you know, I done the open sports on that part before. Be mindful of who you marry.
Yeah.
Be mindful of who your husband in the future, because he has to be a of great value.
Yeah.
Because if you go, because oh, this guy is handsome, oh, he's this, he's a power dresser on your own. There is more to life than a power dresser of a guy. There is more to life than a good-looking face.
Absolutely.
Because she carries the world on her shoulders.
Yeah.
She's such enormous responsibility for the family, and she will still work, whether she goes to regular 5 to 9, or she has a business she's running by the side, or she's even overseeing the home. Do you know that some people pay housekeepers to oversee the activities of the home, cleaning and everything? So this woman is doing this in addition to what God said she must go through. She must labor to have babies. So I mean, we're talking here. No one is saying that you should undermine the effort of your husband.
Mm-hmm. That's
but what we are saying is that this woman, she burns the candle at both ends.
On both ends, yes.
Without enough rest and all of that. And that is why you see naturally children, good children, let me put it, good children, they tend to gravitate towards their mother, because she's seeing to their meal, she's seeing to their cleanliness, she's seeing to a lot of things. She's taking care of the children, she's taking care of daddy. That is why she is mommy. So a daddy that must be relevant must show up in the home for the children too, and for the wife. Otherwise, these children will grow up having this sympathy for their mom, being so busy burning the candles from both ends and getting times and all of that. So I think I feel her pulse. I know where she's coming from. You can't carry baby for me, but you're expecting me to come and take responsibility alongside. But shout out to all those daddies out there who would take care of children who are not even theirs. We have seen where the woman will marry the man with children that she had for somebody else, and this man will take care of his own children and these other children. So we have some angel daddy out there. So we cannot discountenance their effort, and I'm saying thumbs up to them, and thumbs up to those men who appreciate their wives, who would not let her food be dragged on the ground anyhow. We always see to her needs. We are rolling shekere for you, but we are telling those men who feel that you have to wash plate, you have to wash my boxers. She no be your house girl. Thank you.
Thank you so much. On that note, we've come to the end of HerLens, the last edition for this week. I really love the contributions and the different perspectives of the women, of the ladies of HerLens this morning. Thank you for being a part of our conversation. Thank you so much, Buki. Thank you so much, Susan. And thank you so much, Ibinabo, for always coming to share your thoughts with us. We love you. We appreciate you. Okay, right up next is Radio Doctor. Just stick around with us on Women Radio. Don't go anywhere.